Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to give you some of my late thoughts on my experience at Motor City Comic Con in Detroit for its 30th year, just about a month ago. And that's right, I did attend Motor City Comic Con last month, the 17th through the 19th. I was there for the whole weekend. And I was posting that actively on my social media pages, so it's not like I didn't say anything about it. I was planning to do a video like I usually do for the cons I go to. I just sort of like missed the initial window, and then other things happened, and I didn't mean for it to get put in the back burner like this, basically. But yeah, I try to do these cons every year. I usually base it around the guest and who I want to meet, things like that. But it's also just fun to walk these kind of floors and just the vendors and stuff. There's some just great stuff you can find too. So I just love going to these when I can. My favorites have been flashback horror cons and stuff like that. But it just depends on who I feel like I need to see and stuff like that, I guess. Although I do flashback practically every year, but still. With Lucifer this year, with Netflix grabbing it for another season, just how good that season was, I was very excited to have the chance to meet Tom Ellis from Lucifer. Yes, the devil himself. Here's my professional photo op with him. He was a very nice guy. He was actually one of the busiest people there. It was probably him, Fonzie, and then the Sons of Anarchy guys, who we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, he was very nice. I met him at his table as well. I had something signed by him as well. And yeah, I had the actual photo signed, that was right. But yeah, he was very nice. I enjoyed bringing up his other work and some of his kind of smaller roles in other shows like The Strain, which is, you guys know, is one of my all-time favorite shows. Sort of his reoccurring role in Merlin for a time. And yeah, he seemed like a very nice guy, just like he comes across on his Twitter and stuff, very sort of energetic and appreciative of just how much the fans have backed Lucifer for the past year or two, and how their drive got renewed, our drive got renewed. Yeah, I loved catching up on Lucifer this year. If you guys have seen my videos on it, I loved season 3, even despite how a little overly long it was. Season 4 really tightened it up, and I can't wait for that 5th and final season next year, or late this year. I forget when it's going to be. But yeah, he was great to me. I didn't have enough money to meet DB Woodside and why am I suddenly forgetting names right now? And Leslie Ann Brandt. Unfortunately, even though I did want to, I did go to their panel though, and their panel was absolutely packed. Let me tell you, there were no seats left. People had to stand against the walls and such, and they just cut it off, right before I got to ask my question. So that was fitting. But it's still a really entertaining panel. A lot of you can just tell how much these guys like working together and talking and stuff like that. All seem like really cool people. So good experience meeting him. And then I also had a photo done with both Charlie Hunnam, who played Jax Teller, and Ryan Hurst, who played Opie on Sons of Anarchy. Of course, Ryan Hurst is now playing Beta on The Walking Dead. Again, could not afford to meet both of them. Charlie Hunnam was one of the other busiest guys there. His autographs actually sold out. I kind of regret not jumping on that when I had the chance, but with the photo ops, it is a quick process, so it's not like a autograph meet and greet kind of thing, where you get like a minute or two at least. It's more of just stand, quick pose, walk away. But in that time, you do get a chance to say a word to them, basically, and I just told them just what great work they both did. Charlie Hunnam especially seemed really, really cool. I am kicking myself for not spending the money sooner and thinking there was going to be more time to get it with the autograph. He seemed really cool, really down to earth, really easygoing. Like he was happy to meet everyone. I heard that he stayed past convention closing hours to finish all the autographs that I pre-purchased in the line. I really love meeting him. Even having a little interaction with him meant something. He made it feel like something. So he was great. Ryan Hurst was fine too. Like I said, it was just a brief instance, so it's hard to judge him on that. I did meet a couple other ladies that seemed to think the world of him, so they had a great experience meeting him. He didn't seem like quite as excited to be there and doing everything as Charlie did, but you don't know what kind of day the people are having either. Whether you hear stories about people on the internet or not, you don't know, again, the circumstances or anything. So he was fine. I can't really say anything bad about him. Still a good point that I met someone like him. And then another big one was, I met Shawn Michaels. I've been a big wrestling fan all my life, so it's pretty huge for me to have a chance to meet a legend like him in the business. He was one of the other busiest ones there. His line was pretty packed throughout the day, I'd say. It was actually wrapping around another actor's booth who wasn't there at the time. He was only there for 3 hours too, so I don't think he actually got to everyone. I'm not sure though. Of course, he's a busy guy, but different people are there for different reasons. Things like that. So he was nice. You didn't really have a lot of time to talk to him just because of how many people they're trying to get through before he had to leave. But he seemed nice enough. He seemed kind of welcoming to whoever stepped up to the table, and it was nice. I even couldn't get his photo op. We at least got to have my girlfriend take pictures as I had my little interaction with him. I meant to say more, but I wasn't trying to hold up the line either. So still a good landmark for someone like me who's loved wrestling all my life to meet someone like him. Sort of like me meeting CM Punk last year. And then Henry Ian Cusick, who a lot of people know from Lost, but who I especially love from his work on The 100 as Marcus Kane. Probably the guy I talked to most all weekend. He actually went into a discussion with me about a couple different characters in The 100, with Clark and everything in his own character. Also talked about his movie. One of his movies that I did with Peter Dinklage called Memory, and as well as Just Let Go. We went into that quite a bit. Really, really friendly guy. He really seemed to enjoy meeting everyone. He's he's had a lot of big roles in notable shows and some movies and stuff like that. Yet he still seems very again humble and just sort of appreciative of everything that his fans and following has brought him. And again, the person I talked to most all weekend, which is saying a bit there. He felt like he could have a discussion with you for a while. I caught him at some decent times, and there really wasn't much of a line either, but still. Maybe my favorite person I met all weekend, it's between him and this next guy, and that is Roger Clark, who I did not get a photo with, which kind of annoys me now too, but of course he was the lead actor from Red Dead Redemption 2, and yes, I say actor because it's not just voice work, it's performance capture, motion capture, that kind of thing, so a lot of real acting went into it. I did my video review on Red Dead Redemption 2 a little while ago. Just an incredible game that was so worth the wait. Amazing story, amazing character development, and just a blast to play. Roger Clark was such a friendly guy, so much passion and energy for his fans. Just really, really cool. And then the floor itself, it's probably one of the better ones I've been to. I mean, I haven't been to the big cons like San Diego or anything like that, but C2E2 is probably still the biggest I've been to in Chicago. The floor wasn't quite as expansive as that in terms of vendors, but it was close. And there's still a lot to look at, a lot of cool artists and stuff like that. I ended up getting, my girlfriend found me this Buffy mystery box, and now I'm using the big box to put all my Buffy and Angel seasons in it, so it's like I have a big box set, for a couple $100. So that's worked out well. I found a pop. She got me a new Hellboy pop. So I got this stainless steel mug that you could refill throughout the weekend. And then the Buffy mystery box, it had this cool lanyard, a blanket, which I do put on my bed. I just love the show so much. I'm way late to the party, but Buffy is one of my all-time favorite shows, so it was great to find that. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting that I got, but still a good experience overall. It's hard to compare to different cons and stuff like that, but I think it was decently run. Sometimes things could be a bit crammed and such, but I didn't really have any issues getting in or anything like that. It was pretty quick with that. So yeah, overall had a good time. Happy to finally talk about it. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe. Anything else you want to know about the experience, just comment below and I'll tell you. Follow me on Facebook. I may have already said that. I think I did. So peace.